Hey, Mom, do you have a creative idea, want to get organized, or maybe just want to take a deep breath and enjoy a quick little escape? Head on into MomsTown. MomsTown365 is the ultimate daily podcast for mom creators.
And coming up in our exclusive series, Kitchen Dough, we're talking about ways to make money from home and showcasing the moms and stories that inspire and motivate. MomsTown 365, we're here for you every day.
Turning your hobby into a business means you have to look beyond selling to friends and family. Welcome to MomsTown 365, the ultimate podcast for mom creators. I'm Mary Goulet.
And I'm Heather Ryder, and coming up in this episode, we're going to give you 8 ways to expand your reach and maybe, just maybe, help you turn that hobby into a business.
That's right, but first, we're not financial consultants, and Heather is not a tax expert.
No way.
So be sure to consult with your own people, because every person's financial situation is unique. All right, also, this show is brought to you by the MomsTown Podcast Network. If you're a mom or you have a topic that would be compelling for moms, we invite you to head over to MomsTown.com and see our pretty new site and sign up for our newsletter. If you'd like to be on the show, we'd love to have you. Pitch us an idea. We want to hear about it.
And now, if you're thinking about turning your hobby into a business, then it's time to start thinking about ways to expand your reach beyond the friends and family circle. So here are 8 ways to expand your market reach and potentially create more sales so you can actually turn that hobby into a business.
Okay, first one, sell on Amazon. Get an affiliate account if you can.
Yes. I mean, especially if you're creating any kind of online presence with a website or anything, you can also, if there are products or things that you recommend on Amazon, that would be another stream of revenue. Okay, because we're thinking about this hobby as a business, right? So we're thinking in different streams of revenue, and Amazon affiliate sales could be one, but you can also sell on Amazon. And there's all kinds of tutorials on how to do that on Amazon.
Right. So in the description of hobby versus business, a hobby is something that you love to do, you love to create a product, and then you realize you're spending a lot of time, you're spending money, and now you need to pivot it into a business.
Yes.
You got to love it and recognize that the love of it will help you get through the yuck of it, because there's always some stuff that we don't like to do.
Yes. And that's housekeeping, right?
Yes.
That's business. And so anyway, tip number 2, social selling. We talked about this a little bit in the last episode, but start to leverage your social networks. And I think one of the reasons why I always kind of default to LinkedIn, like I love LinkedIn because it's very professional. And it always feels like, okay, well, we're talking about business always here. So it can feel kind of weird, I think, or awkward to start turning your personal social channels into business. But I think it's totally okay if you say, hey, I'm starting a new business.
Yeah.
Like, tell people straight up, I'm starting this new business. I know that you're friends and family and that you're in my social network circle, but I just want to let you know that this is what I'm doing, and people will support you.
Well, they're naturally curious.
Yes.
Hey, what are you doing?
And friends and family and people who like you socially will help hopefully support you.
Well, they want to see you succeed.
Yes.
No one wants to see you be a loser and fail.
Well, I'm not sure about everybody.
Most
Those are the people that you don't want to worry about anyway. So,
okay. And then go old-fashioned. Offer a newsletter. Mm-hmm. Share your knowledge, share your updates, share your story, your journey, and your product.
Yes. Also, distribution channels. Think out of the box. Who wants or needs your product? Are there wedding planners, party planners, caterers, boutiques, farmers markets, street fairs? There's a lot of artist collectives that have been popping up in shopping malls where artists and crafters and people get together to do the selling and share the expenses of the overhead.
And they support you as well. So if you go into one of these collectives and there's, gee whiz, there can be 30 different little corners where somebody puts their toffee in here, someone sells sweaters over here, jewelry, whatever it might be. They want you to succeed, because if you leave, kind of makes the collective lose a little credibility.
And a little steam.
Yeah.
And haven't we fallen in love with collectives lately?
Yes.
They're just so cool.
They are. And we kind of look at our Momstown Podcast Network as a collective of different mom podcasts.
Yes.
I like that, too.
Yes, I love that. All right, host events and trunk shows. You can host your own, these party planning businesses, they invite people in and have some wine. Do it for yourself. Do it for you. Host your own trunk show.
And team up with other businesses, maybe something that complements what yours is.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not taking away from them if your business just complements or maybe is a source for you to create your product.
Well, and you find that in the collectives, in the interviews that we've done with women who participate in these collectives, they're teaming up with one another.
Yes.
So somebody who was selling toffee is teaming up with somebody who does stationery, and that person was doing logos and stuff for them, and they're cross-promoting.
Exactly. And sharing their sphere.
Mm-hmm.
And that's important because you just doubled your sphere by finding someone that complements your product.
And everyone's spheres get expanded.
Yes. And that's what we want. Especially as entrepreneurs, we need to branch out more so than, going to the store and clocking in and leaving.
Right.
This is a lot more creative effort, which is fun.
And then keep on niching. Keep on, drilling down to simplify as much as you can, because a real business is in the simplification of your product. I always like to think about the In-N-Out philosophy. They do burgers, fries, and milkshakes.
Yep.
And they do it well, but it's simple.
And you know what? I know we get excited about all the ingenious things that we can come up with, but Heather and I created a future file a long time ago because you can get distracted and lose your focus. Pick one thing and
that's
do
like
it.
A little bonus tip that you just gave right there.
I did, didn't I?
You did.
It's gonna cost you.
And the future file is something that's really important because, like you just said, it really helps to keep you focused. And a lot about turning a hobby into a business is also about consistency and being persistent. Because how many times, Mary, have we wanted to throw the towel in?
Oh.
And how many times have...
Well, we got overwhelmed and confused, and we're like, when you get overwhelmed, you're complicating it.
Absolutely. So you're listening to MomsTown365. We're the ultimate podcast for mom creators. Be bold, be creative. MomsTown365. We're here for you every day.
True-made foods are delicious, no-sugar versions of ketchup, barbecue sauce, and sriracha. The ingredient list reads like a smoothie: apples, carrots, and butternut squash, but they taste like real ketchup, mustard, and barbecue sauces. True-made foods can be found in Kroger's, Sprouts, Whole Foods, and select Walmarts. True-made foods is the official ketchup and mustard of the Boston Red Sox and the Washington Nationals. Go to truemadefoods.com.